We're dishing with the one and only Brooke Shields.
Cheers. Cheers. I'm not a great cook. I want to do a show that's called Brooke Don't Cook.
And even though she claims she's no cook,
It's an ineptitude.
we're whipping up the best thing she ever ate.
It falls off the bone.
Look at that.
That was so easy. I'm dancing with it.
Get ready for some good dish. That's next. Let's dish. The kitchen has always been at the center of my world because life is more delicious when it's full of food and fun.
Everybody knows me as a culinary expert and food judge on television, but also I'm just a mom trying to get dinner on the table.
From Hollywood to home, I bring Southern sweet and Caribbean heat, and I'm not afraid to stir the pot.
Good food, good friends, good dish. I was going on the other beat. Welcome to the good dish. Okay, this is fun. Have you ever taken a bite of something that transports you to another time, another place? I am talking about a meal so good, it not only lingers in your memory, but right on your taste buds for years to come. Something that makes you proudly proclaim, this is the best thing I ever ate. That is what today's show is all about. We are dishing on ours, sharing some yummy recipes, and we also can't wait to get to hang out with our special guest, Brooke Shields, who is joining us today. So excited. We are gonna dish about beauty. We're gonna have a delicious meal with her, something from her childhood, her best meal she ever ate. So much fun in store for you today. Let's get this party started. Jamaica.
All right, now we talked about the best thing we've ever eaten, right? But Daphne, it's that thing, that bite of something that can just transport you to another place. And I'm about to bring you all to St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay. Yes, take me.
It's a place called Pappy's Barbecue, and the ribs are the best thing I ever ate. Take a look at this.
Hey barbecue fans, Sean here in St. Louis, Missouri, Pappy's Smokehouse, home of arguably some of the best ribs in the country. We do get long lines. I know that Chef Jamaica's waited in line once or twice. But anyway, come on in. All right, we're gonna start with a 2.5-pound loin back rib. That's the best cut of rib you can get. Here's our rub with 13 ingredients. We're gonna rub that in really good. And a secret ingredient that I can't tell you, oh I will, is brown sugar. And this is gonna caramelize up and create just a glaze to knock your socks off. Time to cook. All right, folks, it's been about 4.5 hours. 225 degrees, apple wood. This is why they line up at Pappy's.
I am like licking my lips
I know,
like
they're
it's
mouth-watering. They're mouth-watering. Okay,
Hungry for
Jamaica,
rib.
just take us through this a little bit. If you close your eyes, go ahead.
Can I do it
Just
too? I'm gonna do it.
please, close everybody.
Close your eyes.
Let's
okay.
meditate on this.
Okay,
Close your
I'm
eyes.
so excited.
Describe them to us. Like, I need a little more of that end result experience. How did they taste?
All right, well, first of all, when you pull up in the parking lot, it's the intoxicating smell of all the smokers going. And the ribs of just smoked for this amount of time where all the flavor comes together, that perfectly, oh wow, the spice rub on top, the tender pull from the bone. It's not falling off the bone, but it's a nice pull. Why am I holding it like there's a rib in front of me? And it's the sauce is finger licking, and it's all over my face. I can see it, I can visualize it. Like,
Can you smell it?
Wait. Holy, what did you do? I'm like, I was really in my mind like, this is where, I can teleport it in my brain.
We did not.
You were believing
We
in
did
the
not try
power.
to make this ourselves.
Oh my God.
No, we got these delivered straight from Gold Belly. They came right from Pappy's in St. Louis, all the way here for you. And tell me that meditation didn't make it all the more pleasurable. You were really there. I love it.
I was wondering if that would work.
No, I manifested this. I love y'all, but we're gonna have a moment. Jesus, carry on with the show.
I gotta say, I mean, there is not, like, even watching you eat that, is almost as enjoyable as eating it myself. I'm going in for that. Oh my God. That is.
I mean, there's ribs here, there's beef hot links, and there's pulled pork. So they really sent us the works.
Well, we're not going to skimp. It's Jamaica. We got to make sure she
Yeah.
has the full experience.
They smell good.
I'm so excited with my ribs. All right, Daphne, it's your turn.
Okay, so last spring, we went down to the Florida Keys. And there's a lot of wild and crazy stuff you can do in the Florida Keys. But what I decided I should do was go on a key lime pie crawl. And let me tell you, there are like 12, 15, 20, a million places you could go to get fantastic key lime pie in the Keys. But I chose a few that came crowdsourced. I went on my Instagram. I was like, guys, tell me your hot and tips. Like, where do I go? Googled, Yelp, the whole thing. And let me tell you, when I got home, I was excited to try to recreate a recipe inspired by what I loved most in each of these different samplings. I really took one for the team, guys. I did some additional testing.
Yes.
And I came up with this combo, guys. It is the perfect mix. It is sweet, extra tangy, tons of lime juice coming through in the filling with a graham cracker and Biscoff crust.
Oh, that's the kicker.
Oh, this is the move.
Fancy.
And a fluffy, airy whipped cream top. You gotta watch this. I wanna show you today what I think is a truly divine key lime pie. Though as I say, there's no bad key lime pie. First thing we're gonna do, of course, is the graham cracker crust, about 1.5 cups of ground crumbs. You just wanna crush these up to really even, beautiful crumbs. Nice, crumbly texture. I do like to put a little lime zest in the crust. The lime zest into your granulated sugar that's gonna go into your crust. Plus a pinch of salt, melted butter. And what I'm gonna do, I'm working it into our crumb blend here, so that we can press it into the bottom of our pie dish, just like this. This is gonna go into a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes. If your cookie crumb crust feels a little bit wet on the bottom, what I'm just doing is grabbing a few more cookies and just using my hands to crush them over top. All we're looking to do here is toast this a little bit and set it. Key lime pie crust. Let's make the filling. So this filling is a really simple custard made possible by the glory that is sweetened condensed milk, some egg yolks, and the lime juice. Grab our 4 egg yolks and take them to ribbon stage, which is just gonna take me 3 or 4 minutes with an electric mixer. It's thickened up and beautiful. Now I'm gonna add in 1 14-ounce can of whatever is left in your condensed milk after you've tasted it a few times. Okay, and now for the only challenging part of this recipe, which is juicing a little more than 2/3 of a cup of fresh lime juice. And beat that in. To the oven for 10 minutes. While your pie is in the oven, we are gonna make the whipped cream. Whipped cream is traditionally just heavy whipping cream and some kind of sugar, powdered sugar, granulated sugar, whatever. A splash of vanilla extract so that you get the hint of sweetness without actually more sugar, and a little drizzle of honey. That's it, that's all I want. Time to take this pie out of the oven. You can let this cool on the countertop until it is cool enough to put the whipped cream on. Make beautiful thin layer. This is going into the refrigerator 2 hours at least. Okay, let's get that glorious whipped cream topping, which you need to complete, ooh, delightful, the glory that is this key lime pie, guys. The reason this is the best thing I ever ate is it is impossible to stop eating.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Oh, you want a double?
No,
You like a double? But it is, the sweet sour combo and the crunchy texture of the crust, you just can't beat. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking so I can eat. What do you guys
I
think?
mean, the thing about, first of all, it's perfect. It's a perfect key lime pie, but it's really textural. Like that is the pleasure of this pie, right? It is so soft and so fluffy with the cream topping and the lime curd, and then the crust, which is like crunchy and that bisque, man.
The Biscoff move.
Biscoff.
That's where
That was my secret.
I think that was your home run, and I think it pairs great with a rib.
Oh,
I want to go.
This is the best meal ever.
Double best thing ever.
Amazing. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it because it's not only the sour sweet, the combo with the crust, the whole thing, but because it takes you on vacation. Every time I make this pie, I feel like I'm on vacation. All right, stay tuned later in the show for the best thing Gail ever ate. But first, the legendary Brooke Shields is here, and she's dishing about her beauty routine and sharing a special recipe from her childhood. Like something you saw on the show today? We're dishing all the details on the good list. All the recipes, important tips, and tricks, all in one place. So stay tuned until the end of the show when we'll share the good list QR code. You can scan to send it all right to your phone. Our next guest is not only a Hollywood icon, but she's also given us all eyebrow envy from her first modeling job at 11 months old to causing controversy in her Calvins. She is a triple threat model, actress, entrepreneur. Please welcome Brooke Shields. Here she goes. Oh, look at the walk. Give us the catwalk. Here we go. Oh, what's she bringing?
Wait a second here.
I come with gifts.
Oh my!
The very best kind. Wow. You want to put them
Yes,
down?
let's put them down right here.
Leave
Perfect.
that.
Brooke, thank you.
I'll celebrate.
How'd you know we were thirsty?
So good to see you.
Come on into our
thank
living room.
you.
Come and enjoy. Nice to see you.
Oh,
Okay,
my goodness.
wait, I'm sorry. Well, are we doing
Yes.
shots?
Wait,
The lady brought us
we
shots.
are.
We must partake.
And I love that she brought us lime wedges. Thank you.
I don't need the lime
Where's the
wedges.
mechanical bull?
I just
Need that next.
I literally just found a photo of me on a bowl.
No, you did not.
Oh,
I did.
We're gonna need to.
I'm
put that
definitely
in.
gonna
Yeah,
need
no,
that.
that's
you don't need
child's
this?
play.
This is for.
She's like, I'm a professional at
Child's
this.
play.
I don't need it.
All right,
play.
there you
All
go.
right. There you go.
Cheers.
Thank
Top
you
of
for
your
including me.
To you. Thanks for being here.
Yes, my dear.
Can I reach it? There we go.
Oh, okay, go.
Okay.
There we go. That's good.
That's the question.
morning.
Mommy, what did you do at work today?
Wait, I'm
yes,
sorry.
that's what we did.
Good morning, Mommy.
Is that a model trick? Why are we drinking tequila as shots right
I just feel like it's good for. I feel like it's good for your soul.
I have to agree.
I
Tequila
agree.
does it for me.
My soul is feeling loose right now. Let's get into
Warm
it.
and fuzzy. Warm and fuzzy.
Well, now that we're warm and fuzzy and loose and feeling good, this is our best thing we ever ate show. Tell us the best thing that Brooke Shields has ever eaten.
Okay, so my mom was not a cook. She made one thing, and it was Italian potted beef.
Well, that's a big recipe. If that's the one thing you need.
And it was, she cooked it all day, and it was the one thing that she cooked.
Wow.
And it was delicious.
I bet.
Like it made me feel like I had a real mom.
You know what? When that's little moments really count. True.
Absolutely.
And my husband is a really good cook, and I'm not a great cook.
You
so
do a lot of other things. Like
I want to do a show that's called Brooke Don't Cook.
Hey, there you go.
Where I get taught how to cook.
Well, what's exciting for me about the recipe when you make the recipe today is it will be all the nostalgia moments for you. You will get to walk us through the memories of it, and we'll get to share a little bit about why you do the things you do in this recipe. Can I ask you, because we clearly know that you are super fun, and you bring tequila shots for your friends, but I also hear that you recently got a tattoo with your daughter. Can we hear about this story?
So my daughter Rowan is 18, and when she graduated from high school, she said, "Mom, could we get a tattoo together?" And I was like, "I will brand myself in anything if it means you love me." So we got this little tattoo.
The ladybug. Why ladybug?
So when she was born, she was just eyes and cheeks, and she looked like a bug. And so we called her Bug from the time she was born. I've referred to her as Bug.
So like face tattoos next, or like what?
I'm doing a full
neck?
Tyson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna full Tyson.
If she does it with you, I feel this so deeply because when I heard that you and your daughter are going to tattoo together, I was like, this is my goals. If my daughter will come to me and do it with me safely and together and wants to share that with her mother, like I have done something right in motherhood.
And you are a very cool mom if you're going to get tattoos with her. And speaking of your lovely daughter, you shared this photo on Instagram, and everyone did an aw, like an aw together, like because that's your daughter, Rowan. She's wearing your 1998 show-stopping red carpet.
I was nominated for a Golden Globe,
and she wore it to the prom.
and she looked so much better in it.
But y'all look
Wow,
like
you
twins.
looked all right,
What are you
too.
talking
Pretty
about?
drop dead here.
Well, I
little
would, yeah,
twins in
she's
that picture.
curvier and sexier than I was, but
That's like
Well.
upcycling of the century.
Well, so take us back to '98. What were like? I'm so the traveling history of the dress is so cool to me. What was it like seeing her in it, and what were you remembering what that day was like for you when you put that dress on?
I was so excited to be nominated because it was for for Suddenly Susan, and it was a show that it was so important in my life, and to get that nomination, and then I wore this unbelievable dress, and then the next day, the agency called me in and they said, "You will never be taken seriously if you wear red. You should not have worn red."
What?
I literally got crucified by the agency. I got my hand slapped, and I was like, I don't know, I feel pretty proud. I thought I looked good. And
what's that
so it was
about?
really interesting. And then the next year, everybody wore red.
Oh, trendsetter too.
Well, no, you got the last laugh on everybody, and you're still getting the last laugh because you posted some pictures, my dear. And let me just say, we got to talk about them because you look incredible. How are you doing this? I mean, you are a stunner.
It's
You
a lot.
guys, look,
You have
okay,
to work really hard.
Hold on. Can we all collectively say what everybody's thinking at home? Dang, Brooke, look at those pictures.
You know what? I work really hard at it. Like, I think that's the thing that people don't, I don't know. I mean, when I hear people say like, oh, I don't do anything and I just look normal, like, I work my ass off.
Good. I'm so proud
Or
of this.
on, I'm not quite sure. But
That's what I need.
But you have to work really hard to do anything.
Well,
like
it
it's
is
hard. You
paying off.
all are working hard every day. You guys work hard.
Eating and taking tequila shots.
That we're
This is
working.
hard work.
Someone's got to do
Hard
it. You
work.
know?
I feel like I need
Maybe
another
one more. Maybe just one. I still have a little line
I
left.
just feel it's fair.
I think that work. Go ahead, girl. We're
Yeah.
not going to let you drink alone. Thank you.
That would be
Thank you.
rude.
Guys, this is about to become a very interesting day at the Good Dish. Can I ask
would
you a
be
question
rude.
though? So at 35, I feel like you're exiting out of your 20s, and I feel so much more comfortable in my skin now than I did back in the day. And I love to hear you say that you work hard at it because I don't think this society, culture, et cetera, always makes that easy on people. So.
Well, also, I mean, I'm 56. Okay, so I think we have to actually celebrate how hard it is to be moms, how hard it is to, do what we do. And I think that I feel in my age now that I'm just starting. I'm shocked that I'm finally feeling more in my own skin, and now I'm being told I'm done. Like, no. I'm just starting.
So what is next? How are you living the best next step?
You know what? It's not being afraid. So I started my own company called Beginning Is Now, and I literally was like, we all need to celebrate each other, and so it's a 360-degree platform for well-being. So that means all of this. That means enjoying tequila, enjoying each other, So it's called Beginning Is Now, and that has been what I have been so motivated by, because I want my girls to know that life doesn't end when you're in your 50s. There is actually still more to be, enjoy.
Well, and you're going to look like that in your pictures. I will follow anything that you're telling me to do.
Coming up, Brooke is sharing her favorite skincare routine and spilling all the secrets to getting her radiant glow. You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
are back with the iconic Brooke Shields, and she's pulling back the curtain on her beauty routine and revealing the secrets to looking young and vibrant. Oh, dish slow and long about this, please.
So when I was doing a movie in Florida, it was Brenda Starr, and I would have a bucket of ice in the morning and fill it with water, and I would stick my face in and then come back up and stick my face in. I'm not quite
that's
sure.
That's how I can look like you. Just.
Yes.
All right, can we come up? Can we get some ice in the break? I need to do the Brooke Shields.
You
I
are
need some
so
ice.
beautiful. I splash cold water. I've never been courageous enough to fully dunk into the ice.
And by the way, I don't really know if it does anything.
No,
but
it does.
Sure
It's
wakes
inflammatory.
you, yeah, it wakes you up.
Well, you actually took the whole body in for a nice
no,
bath.
so that's my sister's. She has a cold plunge.
Like you're going slowly backwards. This is so.
Yeah, because I'm afraid to walk, with my butt towards the camera.
I just saw your butt. It was amazing.
Oh my God.
It will be.
Well,
but that's a freezing cold.
I mean, I'm frigid looking at that. But it does. It tightens your skin. It boosts circulation. It actually, a lot of sort of the studies around it are saying that it lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and raises endorphins. So it helps people with anxiety while making you look more awake. Like
so what is his name? Winhoff?
Winhoff. The Winhoff method. The breather.
The breather. He asked me to come and do his show, and I was like, I'm not capable of it.
By the way, you're still wearing red. That big bathing suit.
There you go. That is your color.
Yeah. Well, anywhere that will.
Are you
have
gonna
me.
go?
No, I can't. I don't want to be that uncomfortable anymore. I really don't.
Also, something you can say as a mature woman.
I don't
that you're
need
like,
to prove myself anymore. I am tired.
yeah, done.
Well,
I think that that's a really important thing for women in particular, to be able to say, I don't need to keep proving myself. I'm a good mom, a good friend, a good.
You're great at everything.
How do you take care of you? I'm sorry. In that vein, how do you invest in you? How do you take care of you? What's your beauty secret beyond ice water?
What is your kind of your daily routine? Do you eat lots? What do you use? What are your little tips?
I think
day
that
to
I
day?
just don't deny myself. There's no secret.
There's no magic potion.
I will roll, I will mask, I will do anything. But I'm 56 and I've lived this long.
Well, you've lived this long, but your eyebrows will live on in history forever because they're like national icons in itself. They deserve their own Instagram
Don't
page.
you think I should
Yeah.
insure them?
Yeah. What happened?
what is
a
the
kitchen
trick?
mishap? One goes off in the night. What happened?
How have you maintained these brows? Everyone wants. What is your unconventional twist or trick? Or
I
what do you
use
do?
a graphite pencil.
Like a number two?
It's almost a number two. It's like, but it's not.
Is this because I was wondering why these were back here? These are yours.
Okay, wait a second.
Honestly, this is what I use, and it's not lead. It's graphite.
graphite.
So I got in trouble for saying it because they were like, "Oh, you're putting lead on your face."
So not the number two
These
pencil.
No, it's a graphite pencil, and and you just.
That's what you do. Okay, Gail,
That's
come
a
here.
pro
Let me
tip,
try.
right?
Let me try you. Come on.
You don't even need a mirror. This is amazing.
Oh my gosh, it is really feeling it. Okay, Brooke Shields' twin. I'm coloring her in right there.
You do not
Iconic.
need to be a new woman.
Iconic.
woman.
I like my
as you
brows,
are.
but I like this
this idea.
There's
affordable, this
been
is
no
accessible.
other pencil that I've ever gotten that works the same.
Well, can I ask, because your eyebrows are so famous and feel like they always have been and they are iconic, but I feel like lots of women have issues with their eyebrows or fight them sometimes, pluck them too much, all this stuff. Did you always love yours? Were they always your thing?
So Ford Modeling Agency wanted me to bleach my eyebrows, and my mom was like, "You're not touching your eyebrows." So for some reason, my mom was like, "You're not touching them. You don't know." And so I had these ridiculous eyebrows, and it was a source of contention in high school because everybody made fun of me.
Well, they worked, honey.
For having big
Again, you have the
Again, last laugh, yeah.
Seriously.
It just also is so interesting to hear some of the things that you contended with in your, in your journey and your rise to who you became, because so many people had so much to say about how you dressed and how you looked, and the ability to say no, I think, is what got you to where you are.
But I think that we, and especially now with social media, it's everybody has so much to say. And it's so hard to find your own voice and your own perspective on things. And you need to surround yourself by good people and then really be strong. Because that's really, that'll destroy you.
No question.
Well, let me just say, you are in good company today. You are surrounded by good people. And we've learned how to look like Brooke. Now we got to cook like Brooke, okay? Coming up.
Because Brooke don't cook.
Well, Brooke gonna cook today, okay? We're heading into the kitchen. She's cooking something really nice. And she's gonna show us one of her favorite dishes. Ooh, Brooke Shields is showing us how to do it when we come right back. Brooke does cook, okay? She does cook.
And ask them real.
I'm not known for my recipes. I don't come from a family of chefs. I didn't grow up with food on the stove and a house smelling like something delicious, but I've decided to try to make some of my own sauce. So, what do you think of that sauce?
Yep. See, I don't.
She does
really.
cook. Look at her.
I don't.
We are back with Brooke Shields, who we all know is uber talented in so many arenas, but she admits to having some self-doubt in the kitchen, which we are going to overcome today with the help of this delicious.
It's not even
recipe.
self-doubt. It's an ineptitude. That's what it is.
I think it's a learned helplessness that we are going to overcome.
All right, so this is the beginning.
Yes.
So these are we've cooked the onions, and that's
Before
what's
we
really,
even got to this state, please reveal this gorgeous cut of meat.
that's a good cut.
Your mom didn't skimp on the meat. This is a gorgeous chuck roast right here. And you browned it off on all sides.
Yes, so it's been seared, and then these are the onions.
And you're cooking that. I can see there's all the brown bits in there still from the roast. You're getting all that flavor.
So I'm gonna add the potatoes.
All right, skin
and,
on. All right.
Yep.
And then the carrots.
Gorgeous.
Now, did your mom ever tell you where this recipe came from, or she just like whipped it up one day? Like
She lied for all the time. There was nothing about what my mother, she didn't tell the truth. And in any way. Wait,
I'll hold it.
Okay, some salt.
Use that if
There's
it's
some
not too hot.
salt. There we go. So that, and then we're gonna add some
All those
tomatoes
herbs.
Well,
and the herbs.
You want to deglaze this pan a little bit? We'll
Yep.
just scrape all that yummy brown fond off the bottom here. Gorgeous.
But I love when you get to like scrape it off the bottom, because then
Very
that's-
satisfying.
It is very satisfying, and you know that it's like the delicious part.
Yes.
Wait, so what do you mean your mom lied all the time about this recipe? What does that mean?
I swear to God, I don't think she even knew how to cook. I don't know what if
But
she
she made-
but,
but she
but
made this
somehow
appeared on the table.
She baked
somehow
it
this
somewhere,
appeared.
'cause
It was
she did
either
something
this
right.
or Hamburger Helper.
I mean, that's how fail-proof this dish is. You don't
High
have-
low.
I love it.
Yep. So we're just gonna
Yeah, the
add
rest of the
a
broth.
little bit of the broth, and then
I'm gonna put, before you do that, I'm gonna put the meat back
Yeah,
in,
let's
right?
put
So
it-
you let that simmer a bit. I'm gonna put this big, beautiful chuck roast right in the center.
So, Brooke, because
and we're not gonna put that on top.
this is going to
We're gonna
become
be
your
at the
recipe now.
round. Okay.
This is this is Brooke's famous
Potted beef.
potted beef.
But only on the sides.
Yes,
Yes.
so we
Not
don't
on
wanna,
top.
We don't want to ruin the blow dry, so we spent all that time doing the browning on the meat. You don't want to put sauce right on top,
Nope.
or it'll just, get rid of some of that lovely crusting that we have. One thing we did want to talk about with this perfect cut of meat that you chose, though, is that it is like it's a dense cut of meat. It has a lot of cartilage in it. It's from the shoulder of the cow, so it has that like great working muscle, which you do want to let cook low and slow, which is why this dish is the perfect thing to set and let cook like 4, 5, 6 hours. Really break it down, really get it nice and tender. Melt that cartilage out so it stays really juicy and delightful.
I could not have said it better.
And
But you made it beautiful.
I agree wholeheartedly with what you just said.
But really and truly, that was so easy. It was literally you brown some meat, you put some veg in the pot, you put some delicious sauce in the pot, and you move on with your life.
Exactly. All right, put it in the oven, and I want to eat. She's already eating.
Come and
She's
eat.
already
You don't
eating
want
over
to
here.
just to cook.
While we're talking and
meal.
chatting away, I was already in there. I couldn't wait.
All right.
So this did cook in the oven, I think like 4 hours just about, so that it really, until you can literally pull it apart with forks.
It like falls off the bone.
Falls off the bone. Okay, so
There
you
we go.
giving it a taste? How's it going over here?
Oh, I'm already in there because let's reveal what it comes out.
Look at that.
How beautiful that looks right out
did.
the oven.
Delightful.
And I mean, it's so pork tender. Will you jump in with
Yeah.
me? We got to show them
Yeah, go ahead.
how it shreds apart.
So you just shred it just like this.
2 forks,
and
very
pull the
easily.
pieces right off. Look at that.
Like we're barely doing any of the work. It's just falling.
Carrots are the best
And the
part.
carrots make it sweet.
Yes.
There's a sweetness to it.
It's just, and the with the acidity of the tomato sauce, I like it because it reduces down almost like a red gravy. Like it's really hearty and beefy, and it's got the acidity, the sweetness of the carrots. There's so many things. I'm dancing with it because there's so many flavor profiles going, and they all are just working together so nicely. I want to.
Does that taste like hers?
It does, actually. It
Mom would
really
be
does.
proud.
There's enough of the starch, and then the sweetness of the carrots, and then the beef falls off the bone.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you.
It's delicious and so juicy. This beef is delicious. Oh my goodness.
Well, this may have been your mom's traditional recipe, but now it's yours. Make sure to check out Brooke's new platform, Beginning is Now, because it is never too late to start living a life you love. Brooke, thank you so much for joining us today. It meant a lot to all 3 of us.
Thank you.
And for this delicious food, we're gonna eat the whole plate. Up next, a celebrity recipe showdown. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's pancakes are facing off against Kylie Jenner's. Find out who made it better.
Ooh. Very exciting. I gotta see that. Ooh, I like our jazzy.
We are back with the celebrity food battle for the ages. It's the $1 million question, who made it better? We're putting Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's banana pancakes head to head against Kylie Jenner's fluffy banana pancakes in an epic showdown. Take a look at them side by side. Who will flatten out the competition and who will win our hearts? Daphne, you'll be making Kylie's recipe, and Gail will be preparing the rocks. Ladies, take it away, please.
All right, this is an incredibly complex recipe. There's a lot going on here. Dwayne calls for these because he says they are the ultimate cheat day banana coconut pancakes. He's known for having these like epic stacks of these pancakes on his cheat days, I guess. I think he's proved that he really doesn't need to cheat at this point, but that's fine. The recipe was developed by his personal cook, Chef Pappy, who is super lovely, and this is something that he really swears by and loves. So here's how to make them. In this bowl, I have all-purpose flour that I've sifted into the bowl with baking soda. I also mixed in some shredded unsweetened coconut, some salt, and some cane sugar. And that is gonna get a good stir. Just make sure that they're all blended together. And then, in a separate bowl, I have my wet ingredients. I have eggs and whole milk, and to this, I'm going to add some vanilla, coconut oil, melted butter, and then coconut milk, and then he adds a cup of coconut water. So I just want to make sure that everyone understands here that I have coconut 4 ways in this bowl. Okay, so into the dry ingredients, I'm going to make a little well, and I'm going to slowly pour my wet ingredients in here, incorporating as I go. And then the final ingredient is diced banana. Now, notice he doesn't mash it like I'm used to seeing in my banana pancakes. He just does a very small dice and then folds it in, which I guess helps with giving sort of that lumpy, big chunks of banana texture in this pancake. And that's the recipe. He then obviously puts it on a griddle and cooks them individually like this. And here's how they turn out.
Hungry man pancakes, gorgeous. I like them.
Incredibly hungry, but they smell delicious. I have to admit.
And of course, he made them rock-sized.
Yes, I know. They're like the size of my head.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so in contrast to The Rock's gorgeous, very legit-looking pancakes, I'm going to be showing you how to make Kylie's. Now, will you flip for Kylie's? That is the question. Her 304 million followers sure did. These pancakes are famous, and they are her fluffy banana pancakes. Hers does take a couple shortcuts, which I think is awesome. And the question is just whether the shortcuts make a big difference to the eventual taste and texture of the finished product. So Kylie does do the classic. She mashed up a banana, and this is how I make it in certainly my kids' pancakes too, because it does add tons of extra sweetness, obviously naturally without additional sugar, plus an egg. And you can whisk this in or just give it a quick stir just to incorporate it with the banana. Then she takes a tablespoon of dark brown sugar. And I thought this was a really interesting move to kind of add in some malty flavor, give it a little bit of an extra sweetness. It starts to caramelize in the batter as it cooks, which is lovely. Now here's where things get crazy after the vanilla extract, which is not crazy and not nearly enough, in my opinion. I'm a big vanilla extract person in my pancakes of any kind. Oat milk. She adds oat milk as the liquid in her mix. Presumably you could use almond milk if you'd like, regular milk, of course. And then here is the shortcut. Ready for this? Boxed pancake mix.
All right.
Okay? The classic one that you definitely already have in your pantry. And that's it. You get that banana flavor going through. You saw how quickly that is to whip up. She ladles them into these lovely little silver dollar pancakes on a griddle, but I think they're billionaires pancakes, honestly. Oh, thank you. That's lovely. Thank you so much. And the question is just whether I'm gonna do like I do at home and toss them onto this giant stack of, oh, you have your own stack. Okay,
Yes,
good.
no, yes.
All right, well, guys, when we come back, we're gonna dig into these delicious pancakes and we will crown a winner. Don't go away.
Smell good.
They do smell good.
Welcome back to our Celebrity Pancake Showdown. We put Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's epic cheat day pancake head to head with Kylie Jenner's fluffy banana pancakes. Here are the side-by-sides for comparison, but how do they taste is the question, because that's what really matters, all right? So now let's talk about The Rock's.
Right.
The Rock had, oh yes, pass the syrup, and The Rock had a whopping 12 ingredients in his pancakes. Can you say these are complex or what? He is so extra with his cheat day pancakes. I mean,
They're dense. Like, that's what I'm surprised by, is how all those layers of fat coming through, the coconut milk especially, definitely makes them feel like they're the kind of food that's gonna fill you up. Sometimes you eat pancakes and you're hungry an hour later. These are gonna keep you full, definitely. And I love the texture of the bananas, actually. They really hold.
yeah, they're really hearty. Like you said, they're filling. I feel like this is the pancake that would stick to my ribs. But it
Oh, yeah,
still
other
give
places
me,
too.
but it still gives me the energy because it had that the good fat, the coconut oil in there.
I also have to reveal my in my house, Moana reigns supreme.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, we watch this movie like 6 times a week. My kids love it so much, and I feel like I won't be allowed back home if I don't choose Maui as the winner of this excellent pancake showdown.
All right.
Even though I haven't tried Kylie's yet. So.
All right, yes, because now we're
gotta
on to
try.
Kylie's. Let me finish my last bite of The Rock's. Because onto Kylie, she's got the fluffy banana pancakes.
They look
She
good.
had half the ingredients that The Rock's had and smaller in size. So, what are we thinking
They're
about
fluffy.
this?
I mean, I do like how they are a lot lighter and smaller and fluffier. Like, they don't weigh me down as much as the Rocks did specifically.
I think, because I noticed I didn't do syrup on either one because I wanted just pure.
Make and taste test.
Purist,
Yes,
yeah.
I want
sure.
pure pancake flavor to come through. Hers are a little more sweet, but it's a subtle sweetness with that brown sugar. But yeah, they're light. I feel like this is the way to go. Like, this is a mom's pancake recipe. I can definitely
6
tell.
ingredients, so simple to make for sure.
Yeah, simple is good sometimes.
All right, well, simple is good, but it's time to crown a winner. So I hope you have your answer. Jamaica, who made it better? The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, or Kylie Jenner? In the battle of the pancakes.
I'm gonna do my Rock eyebrow if I can,
oh.
because I'm choosing The Rock.
Oh, she chose
Yes. I really like it. I'm a fan of coconut, so it just sang to me. So thank you, Rob.
It's unique and it's different. I like your choice. There are no losers here. They are all delicious and winners. All right, you guys, up next, get the recipes we featured on today's show all in one place, including what's for dinner tonight on the good list.
Welcome back to The Good Dish, and clearly we need a bigger table because we got too much
more
going
friends.
on. All right, because we started the show chatting about the best thing we've ever eaten, and Brooke Shields shared hers. It was delightful. But Gail, we didn't hear about yours. What is the best thing that you ate?
This is such a loaded question. I'm so indecisive because I just have, so many amazing food
You've eaten
memories.
a lot of good
Seriously.
food.
Well, we all, a lifetime of meals. But I will say in recent memory, one of the best meals that I will never forget was in Houston. I spent my fall working in Houston, and I'd never been there before. And my friend, Chef Chris Shepard, who is an incredible sort of just ambassador of the city, loves it so much, took me to a place called Crawfish and Noodles, which is famous for really pioneering the Viet Cajun cuisine that's so specific to that part of the country. And it is exactly as delicious as you think. We just sat in the parking lot and had literally mountains of the most delicious, spicy, saucy, piled high, soft shell crab, fresh seafood, chicken wings. They're all like sticky, gooey, flavorful. The most beautiful, thoughtful, but really, I mean, decadent feast I've had in a very long time. It's called Crawfish and Noodles. And that is exactly what it is. That is what they specialize in, and they really do it better than I've ever seen.
Oh, watch out, Houston. We got to come through for that one.
All right, you guys, it is time for the good list. You see that QR code right there on your screen. Go ahead and open up the camera app on your phone and hold it up to the TV. It will take you right to the recipes and more from today's show. You can also head on over to gooddishtv.com to get it all. And that's where you'll find the answer to the question, the eternal question. What is for dinner? Brooke Shields shared her family's Italian potted beef. Not only is it the perfect warm dinner on a cold, cozy night, but you can brag that Brooke Shields taught you how to make it.
I will. Indeed, she was so delightful, and everything we had was so amazing. And we will see you next time for some more good food and good dish. Good advice. Good advice and good ribs.